Americans living in a superior lifestyle compared to Chinese. Dude, stop sending me these stupid messages. I'm 38 years old.
I'm going to say this very plainly. Any government in 2025 that is wealthy, a wealthy government or nation that cannot provide their citizens who pay taxes with a dignified standard of living is a failed government. It is a failed state.
If in my 20s I may believe you. Also, I lived in California, Bay Area, 4 years. I see your homeless people. I see your middle class people. Okay, if you are a millionaire, you have good life in United States. When you want to compete two countries, people living standard, compare rich to rich, middle class to middle class, poor to poor. Your poor people sleeping on the street cannot afford fresh food. In China, the poor people sleep in their own home, able to afford everything basic human needs. All right, electricity, internet, fresh food, just medical bills also, college even. You know, that's how affordable for our Chinese. And our middle class in China, their living standard probably better than your upper middle class. You never lived in China, dude. You need to wake the hell up.
If you guys notice that we don't have world leaders anymore, we have businessmen pretending to be leaders. That's what we have. And now, I really want you to think about it. Whether it's in Canada, the USA, or the UK, we have bankers, we have investors, we have CEOs, we have literal corporate men running entire nations. That's not concerning? Because why would you elect someone trained to maximize profit to be in charge of human lives? Why? Whose idea was that? What?
The United States is a failed state. Period. End of story. And that is why I've said it in multiple videos. I'm going to say it again for the ones in the back. In the new world that we want to all live in, we all do, because we live in a very technologically advanced age, but we are doing everything 20th century, 19th century, 18th, like, oh my gosh, just this can't keep up, right? We have to build a whole new country. The United States of America can no longer exist in the new system. I've said it. I don't know what the new country will be. I've got ideas, but no longer. I don't care about your constitution from 1774, 76, 79, whatever the year that crap was written. I don't care about I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. We need everything from the rooter to the tutor. It needs to be rewritten. Every single agency from, every branch of government, from the judiciary, legislative, executive, baby. Needs to be swept. Every institution needs to be repurposed, revamped, or completely abolished. All of it. And if you don't agree, I don't care what you think. I said what I said. USA is a failed state. You live in a failed state, okay? You pay tax money, you don't see none of that going to your own benefit. People around you don't see no benefit. They want to invade Venezuela. They want to invade Nigeria. They want to give Israel every penny, dollar, crypto, whatever. They want to line Musk and Bezos in Zuckerberg's pocket. They want to put, this Keith Martin, Walmart, all the corporations. That's what they want. That's a failed state. What are you going to do with this information? Okay. I'm just talking right now. I'm literally just saying what's on my mind. And I feel like in the new world I want to live in, I'm sick of nationalism. I'm sick of it. Oh, it freaking makes my ass itch. Having to think about visas, passports, blah, blah, right? I remember someone said to me not once, I've heard it plenty of times, passport privilege, right? Which is a real thing. But, you're at least you're a U.S. citizen. You can travel to XYZ place, and then if something were to happen, you can go, you'll be safe. They have an embassy or they have a consulate or a military base and all this stuff like that. And I said, now, to me, that's a very simple-minded outlook on the situation, because if I go, I'm a citizen of the world. I've got friends from every corner of this planet that hold different passports from all kinds of continents and countries. That you're telling me if I'm going with my friend whose passport is Mongolian, and I got another friend whose passport is from Sierra Leone, these are real life examples, and I got another friend who's from Bulgaria, and I got another friend who's from Chile. We go on a vacation together, the 5 of us. Something pops off. I get to go to an embassy, and then they say, "Oh, you have to fend for yourself." Are you mad? What's going on in here? In what world is that a world you want to live in? Because we made it up. It's all made up bullshit. We don't have to live like this. Like, I promise you, I could come up with a better system. Give me 48 hours. I can come up with a better. I could rewrite this whole motherfucker. Give me 48 hours. Shit. Give me 48 hours. Give me ChatGPT. Boom. We created a whole new economic system, whole new political system, whole new everything. Education, healthcare, bitch. We doing it all. We're going down the damn list. Okay. We're gonna have the constitutions. We're gonna have the Bill of Rights. We're gonna have all that stuff. 48 hours. We're gonna address how we handle borders and all that stuff. How we handle policing and agriculture. We're gonna handle all of that. We're gonna go across the board. But the way things are right now, I absolutely hate it. I absolutely hate it. I hate that you can have a country as progressive as the one I live in, China, and in the same breath, you can have a motherfucker that's just polar opposite. I know that for every action there is an opposite reaction, whatever, but it's like, damn, why does it have to be so polarized? Like, why do I have to be living in China and I feel like I feel comfortable, I feel safe, I feel like there's opportunity, I don't see homelessness, people aren't paranoid and fear-mongered and everything like that. And then on the other side of the spectrum, there's the United States. And it's the opposite. Everybody's worried about what they gonna do, living one paycheck away from being out on the damn street. Okay? Can't go to a hospital. Like, what? That's a failed state. That's failure. Anyone over here, like, defending such a system, man, y'all, you're a capitalist coon. I don't know if we have a word for that stuff. Like, a coon for capitalism, okay? For real. Tap dancing coon, right? And the people who defend capitalism talking about it's the fairest system, it's the best way to become rich, and that's how anyone can build themselves up. I'm like, it'd be the brokest people who say that stuff. I said, if it's so fair and the rules are so in everyone's favor, why aren't you rich with your broke ass? Why aren't you rich? Make it make sense. Oh, you don't feel like it? Since the system is so easy to navigate and so easy to flourish in, why are you still a broke ass bitch living month to month? Answer me that. Oh, they be quiet after that. I mean, they on some like Smokey Debo shit. He be like, shut the fuck. And I be quiet. But when he leave, I'll be talking again. That's how they sound. Anyway, this was on my mind. And now all these fools over here trying to building bunkers and stuff like that. I said, give us the coordinates for them bunkers. All you need is some Google Earth and an excavator. Dig them bunkers out. Boom.
Marga, let me show you some bloody truth. What a super ordinary Chinese living standard look like. I'm gonna show you my neighborhood grocery market. I have done this on RedNote, and this time I'm doing this for you guys on TikTok. You will understand how hard your master doing you with no lube. Okay, and breaking your supremacy bubble is just simply fun for me. Let's go. First, let me introduce you some common sense about China. Chinese people mostly we live in this complex and apartment buildings. And this is my home. I live in here by myself. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom apartment. And now I'm gonna go to the grocery market. I call it super ordinary because I don't want to insult the people in my neighborhood. But you guys, you can go ahead, just call us poor, no problem. Your vice president already called us peasants, so nothing worse than that. You go ahead, don't worry. And today is pretty cloudy. Before we get there, let me share some basic knowledge of China with you. China have 56 ethnics, 1.4 billion population, almost 700 cities, and my city is the smallest one. The economy, the population is all near the bottom. All the price here is in Chinese, and $1 equal about 7 Chinese yuan. You have to do the math by yourself. Even though I know it is hard for you, but I cannot put everything into your mouth. The whole street is full of these vegetables and fruits, all very fresh and very affordable. I only show you one store here. And meanwhile, I'm gonna share with you some hard wisdom. MAGA people feel proud of the US dollar is international currency. They don't know that is the number one reason why US cannot produce by itself. All the benefits of being an international currency go to Wall Street oligarchs, not common people. In order to support the US dollar being dominant international currency, they have to push the US economy into a huge bubble. Just compare the ways US and China calculate GDP, it's completely different. One is bubble, one is solid. For the common people living in the US, the cost of daily life or US products, they are way more expensive compared to China. So for the last decades, capitalists have to transfer their factory to other countries to survive and make profits. US cannot produce itself because the cost is too high. No other country can afford to buy. In case your working class figure out what is going on, they have to build a supremacy bubble by smearing other countries with propaganda and lies to make other countries look terrible. Meanwhile, they do propaganda in developing countries, lying about how all Americans rich with human rights and all kinds of benefits to get the rich people, intelligent people, and the cheap laborers immigrate to US. But in reality, for common people, it is very difficult to living in that huge financial bubble, like almost 70% Americans living paycheck to paycheck. The world never needed the US. It is the US that needs the world. Don't even mention how many countries have suffered from Wall Street financial manipulation and how many countries have suffered from the US warmongering. That is also why US foreign policy and the CIA obsessed to create color revolution or divide other countries, like the lies about Xinjiang Uyghur or Tibet propaganda, Hong Kong riots, all paid by them. USA was never the good guy. It was never great. It is always the bully. The financial and the political system is fundamentally designed to enslave people. Meanwhile, they took all of your American citizens as hostage. I don't care about your MAGA, of course, but I care about the good Americans. Now you see, MAGA, I'm not calling you dumb to insult you. I'm calling because you are. Under middle class people, would you like to pay $5 to enjoy this spa? I'm in here right now. Let me show you a little bit. Also, $5 includes this unlimited fruits, like a fruit buffet. You can eat as many as you want. Let me show you. Huh? 不会。可以的。